Hey y'all, my name is Yvette and welcome to my channel. Today I'm filming a quick TBR for the Dragon Prince Minithon and a check-in for the Indigathon slash what I want to read in the last half of November for the Indigathon. The Dragon Minithon is running from November 22nd to November 25th and it's being hosted by myself and my good friend Kara over at the Wild Book Garden. The Indigathon is running for all of November and it's being hosted by Ed2 Brody and Thor Wants Another Letter. As far as the Indigathon goes, I was planning on participating all month, but I kind of failed, so I'm hoping to go really hard in the last 2 weeks of November. For my current reads right now, I'm about 70% into Love Beyond Body, Space and Time, an LGBT and Two-Spirit sci-fi anthology. For the Indigathon, this would cover the prompts of reading a short story collection, reading an LGBT plus read, and reading a sci-fi fantasy. And if all things go according to plan, I will finish it this weekend during the Dragon Prince Minithon, so that would go for that challenge of reading Unknown Voices fantasy book. So this book is basically what it says on the tin. It's a bunch of short stories written by Indigenous authors, a bunch of queer stories that are written in the future or in space where humanity has branched out to live on other planets or space stations, and I'm really enjoying it. The other book I'm currently reading is IRL by Tommy Pico. It is a poetry collection written by an Indigenous queer person and it's really good. I'm reading it on audiobook. I'm about a fourth of the way through and I'm still not entirely sure what this poetry collection is about, but I'm really digging it. Listening to the audiobook has been such an experience because the author narrates it and they're just putting on a complete performance. And that book is going towards the challenge of reading a poetry collection. So those are the books that I am currently reading, but there are quite a few I'm hoping to get through by the end of November. The first one is going to be A Girl Called Echo by Katharina Vermette, and this would go for the Indigathon challenges of reading a graphic novel and reading Outside the Five Civilized Tribes, and then we're going to go for the Dragon Prince Minithon challenge of reading a book with an illustration in it. This one is about a 13-year-old girl whose mother has gone missing and she's now in a new home and going to a new school. It's there that she finds herself time traveling back and forth between the present day and the Pemmican Wars. This is one of those books that has been in the back of my mind forever. I just haven't checked it off from my library, but I have it out now and I plan on starting it on Friday, the first day of the Dragon Prince Minithon. After that, I plan on reading this book's sequel, Red River Resistance, and this would go for the Indigathon challenge of reading a book with girl power and reading the Dragon Prince challenge of reading the next book in a series. The next book I want to read is I, Rigoberta Menchú, an Indian woman in Guatemala, and this would go for the Indigathon challenges of reading a memoir and reading a book from a South American Indigenous author. This is a memoir from a poor, uneducated Guatemalan Indigenous woman whose mother, father, and brother were all killed by the Guatemalan military. She ends up learning Spanish and spending her life fighting for Indigenous rights. And finally, the last book on this TBR is Mapping the Interior by Stephen Graham Jones, and this would go for the Indigathon challenge of reading a paranormal book. I'm not really sure what this book is about. I know it's like a horror thriller book, so I'm trying to go into it blind, but what I do know is that it's about a 12-year-old boy who starts seeing his father's ghost. He ends up trying to map the inside of his house to see what's going on, and things go terribly wrong. I've seen some reviews say that this book is scary, and down here in Texas, it's finally starting to get consistently cold every day, and I think I'm in the mood for that. That is going to be it for my reading plans for the rest of November. If you've read any of these books, come tell me what you thought about them in the comments below. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.